Why am I not in focus? Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Florence by Mills Love Live palette, and I got some opinions already on this palette, so we're going to get into this. So first off, this is online only on Florence's website and Ulta Beauty. It is $24, and the packaging is really cute, per usual. It's the normal Florence by Mills packaging. You open it up, and the palette has this holographic packaging on both sides to it, and it has a pretty nice mirror in it, and it has some words. It says Warrior, and then Olivia Hope Foundation. Live every day like you mean it by Mills. So, but the actual palette is a lot more neutral than it looks online. And it's a lot lighter than it looks online. So I already swatched this, and I'll insert the swatches that I took outside. It's not a sunny day, unfortunately, but I tried to get the best video outside that was true to color that looks in person. There's Lulu, Angel, Sisters, Ducky, and the Hamptons. Those are all the shades from this side to this side. Today I'm going to be using this on my eyes and on my cheeks, and as I get into this eye look, I will share with you guys my opinions, because as you could probably see with the swatches, I am a pretty fair person. I am normally the very end of the spectrum of lightness. Not completely white, but I'm always that second, third shade in that has a little bit of like a neutral yellow tone to it. So for those swatches to look that light on my skin tone, I'm not that impressed with, especially for the price. I think this is not going to be a palette for a lot of people. That's just my opinion. This is a very good palette for her target audience, Florence by Mills. So I do think that she hit the nail on the head with like a super easy, like if you want to get into eyeshadows, no color, like just getting right into it. I think this is a really good palette, but the color story, I wish there was a little bit more diversity. Like even if there was like a really dark brown, and then maybe another, I don't even know, like looking at it, the packaging is so like pretty and holographic, and then the colors, I'm just kind of like, what? Like I like these two. I think these two are pretty good, like an everyday like cream and then like a pinky champagne shimmer. So really good shades to start off with if you're first like getting into eyeshadow. And I do like this lighter just transition shade, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more done with these two shades to make it a little bit more inclusive. That's just my opinion. And if you do have any kind of tan and you are looking to buy this palette, I honestly wouldn't suggest it, just because I'm about to show you what it looks like on my eyes, and I'm pretty fair. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in. I'm gonna go in with Sisters, which is the lighter of the brown shades. Zoom me back in, please. So I'm just gonna take Sisters, and I'm just gonna put this right in my crease here. This is like a really good, almost nothing. Like I would totally use this for no makeup look, because it just adds like a nice shadow shade to my crease. It doesn't look like too much. It just adds a little definition. So that's Sisters. That's 2 layers of Sisters in my crease. I'm gonna take Ducky, which is the matte cream shade, and I'm gonna put this over my brow bone just real quick. Not really thinking about nothing. I mean, these are very good formula eyeshadows. I definitely do like the formula from swatching it and using it on my eyes thus far, but I'm really disappointed by how it's not inclusive. I feel like the whole thing with Florence is like, Florence is for everybody. Like that's their like whole thing. So it just is kind of weird to me. That's how I'm gonna say that. So now I'm gonna take Lulu, which is the kind of pinky champagne color. I'm just gonna take it on an eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna put it right right on my lid, just dry. It looks pretty much like my skin tone. Once I put it on, it just adds a little bit of a shimmer, but I do like this shade for like putting my mindset into myself as like a younger teen getting into makeup. This is definitely like a shimmer shade that I would have used, and this matte, the lighter matte shade, but it's not inclusive. And then I want to add a little bit of depth to this eye look. So I'm going to take the Hamptons, which is the darkest of the browns, and I'm going to place this, just tapping it on the outer corner. And they're very cool toned as well. That's another thing that I wanted to add, is that all of these are not warm. They're very, very like a cool toned brown. I'm gonna put it under my lash line as well. I'm gonna mix it with Sisters under my lash line. And then I'm gonna try and put a little bit more of Sisters in my crease and just try and build it up a little bit more, because I feel like it's disappearing a bit. Now that I put that dark shade there, it kind of just took over. And then now I'm going to take Angel, the lighter of the shimmers, and I'm going to use this one to highlight my inner corner. That is white and bright. I mean, honestly, the payoff for that shimmer is actually pretty good. I'm impressed with that one. I'm going to take the Hamptons shade again, and I'm going to take it on a smaller angled brush, and I'm just going to put it up against my lash line, because this is a really neutral look. Super, super neutral. Now, what I'm also going to do with this palette, now that I finished like a really natural eye look, is I want to show you guys how you could use this for your face. Starting off, I'm going to take Sisters. I already have the Florence foundation, concealer, and the lightest of the cream blush shades on. And I'm just gonna take a face brush, Sisters, and I'm gonna put this in my contour spot, I think. Let me try it on my forehead. That's where I like to, because it is really cool toned compared to my skin color. So it's definitely a little bit more of a contour than it is of a bronzer on me. I mean, I really think this palette would be really good for someone who's super, super fair, because you're gonna get a lot of colors that are gonna have a nice formula to them, but they're not gonna look really dark and intimidating on you. But as far as everyone else goes, and then I'm just gonna put some on my nose, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush and the darker brown, just go through and add the tiniest bit of darkness where my cheekbone kind of dips into, adds a little bit more depth. And then I'm gonna take the shade Angel, and I'm gonna highlight. Yeah, it looks pretty good as a highlighter. It definitely is really glittery. And I'm gonna put Lulu on my nose. All right, I'm gonna put some mascara on, and then I'll come back with some final thoughts. All right, so I finished off with a little bit of brown mascara because I felt like it fit this look a little bit, but this is the e.l.f. X J Kitsa mascara. I don't think this is still available, but it's just the brown mascara. And then I put on the Florence by Mills lip gloss in Moody Mills because I wanted a little bit more warmth with this look, because this is so cool toned. But I also wanted to zoom you guys in on my skin so you could see what the eyeshadow looks as a highlighter, and then also my eyes. They're a good formula. Don't get me wrong on that. The formula is really good. I just don't think that this is inclusive. I don't think this has the right amount of shades for everybody. But I do think that this is a really good palette for people with light to fair skin tones that are just getting into eyeshadow palettes or eyeshadow in general, or if they want like even like a face palette. Like I kind of wish these are like bigger eyeshadows, like maybe like squares where you could use them on your face and your eyes, because they do work pretty well on your face and your eyes. So I probably would have preferred that. I don't really know. I'm just not that impressed with this for the price. But the formula, if they do come out with more eyeshadow palettes that are a little bit more inclusive and have a bit of variety with their shades, then I would like it more. But as far as these two brown shades, I really don't understand the point of them. Like, I wish this one was maybe a little bit more of a warmer tone, because honestly, Hamptons is literally the same shade as Sisters, but just a little teeny bit darker. Like, I could honestly make Hamptons look like Sisters by just using a little bit less of this one. I don't even know, like, it doesn't even look like I have two different shades on my eyes. I don't, you know what I mean with this? So that is my opinion. If you were planning on buying this, I hope this helped you out, because online I knew it was a neutral palette, but I didn't understand like how neutral it actually was. So hopefully this helps you guys out, because I got super neutral makeup. The one thing that I do like about this really neutral makeup is that I feel like it makes my eyes look crazy green. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I keep looking at my eyes and I'm like, they're so green. All right, and that is it for this video today. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments down below. I'll have all of the details about all the products I use in the description box as well. So if you're curious about foundation, concealer, everything on my face is Florence by Mills. So I have all of that linked in the description box for you. And if you want to watch another video, I just did a review video of all the new Fenty stuff with my best friend Nessa in New York, and I just got back, so go and check that video out. It'll be right here. And then this video will be randomly selected to you by YouTube, and my face will be over here where you can click on it and subscribe to my channel.